What's up everybody, this is Teacher Ivan from NextGen Academy. Our goal in this channel is to help you achieve your highest potential and to help you understand subjects in the easiest and the most efficient way. If you'd like to get more tips and tricks on how to achieve A star in your Igcse, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel. Lastly, if you need any help in your studies, you can always head on to our website, link in the below, or our Instagram, drop us a DM and we'll be able to help you. Enjoy this video and I wish you all the best.
Alright. Okay, what's up, my NextGen family? Welcome back to our next paper. Okay, we are going to go through October, November 2023, paper 1-3. Okay, for those who don't know, this is a 2 hours paper, 80 marks. Just few things to highlight. For graph, use pencil. Okay, there's one question on drawing, right? In fact, I think two questions on drawing here. Okay, use your HB pencil and then 3 significant figure if it's irrational number or 1 decimal place for angles. Okay, don't write less than that. Try your best to follow according to this instruction. All right, cool. Let's go to question 1. Okay, today we will just discuss 1 to 7 first in the first part of this lesson. Okay, question 1. On the axis, sketch the graph of y equals to 2x plus 5 and y equals to modulus 4x minus 3. Stating the intercepts with the coordinate axis. Okay, 3-mark question. How to do this? Okay, there are a few things that actually you all need to take note of it. You all see here, right? We first in our head, we straight away need to have an idea. Okay, how does this graph look like? Going up, right? Okay, the shape, we need to define this one first. Okay, I'll just write the working at the bottom here. Okay, first graph. Y equals to 2x plus 5. Okay, positive gradient. So SIM, we're going to use the acronym S, which is shape. Okay, what's your shape here? Going up. Okay, second one, I, intercept. Okay, what is the intercept here? We got x-intercept and y-intercept. So x-intercept, it is when y equals to 0, your x will be equals to negative 5 over 2, okay, or negative 2.5. Y-intercept, it is when your x equals to 0, okay, y is equals to positive 5. So you have 2 points here that you need to plot out, negative 2.5, 0, and 0, 5. Okay, do I need my maximum point, minimum point here? For straight line, don't need so you just need to define your shape and your intercept. Second one, y equals to modulus 4x minus 3. Okay, when we have a modulus graph, we do our calculation based on 4x minus 3 first. Okay, 4x minus 3. Then later on, only we do the modulus. Got it? Okay, because you draw the original one first. But when we draw the shape, okay, what we need to know over here, you see, you compare with this, right? Okay, one thing to take note of for a simple question like this, straight line and straight line, because I've observed this in some of the past year, you need to compare the gradient. Okay, so when you draw it out, the gradient of both of it cannot be the same. Okay, make sense or not? Okay, so I want you all to take note on the gradient here. This, when we write here, okay, we just make our note here. Originally, it will be a graph going up, but we need to make a note. This one is steeper. Okay, this is for our own reference. You don't have to write down, but when you draw it out, it needs to look steeper than the other graph. If you write it not as steep, that means, or you make the steepness the same, then something is wrong. Okay, why the steepness need to be different also? When you draw it out, you need to show that they intersect with each other. Okay, so it will originally be a going up graph because 4x minus 3, then it will transform to a V shape. Okay, this is what we need to know. Second thing, intercept. Okay, what is my x-intercept? X-intercept, it is when my y equals to 0. Okay, here will be x is equals to 3 over 4. Okay, 3 over 4 also is 0.75. Then second one, y-intercept, it is when your x equals to 0, y equals to negative 3. Okay, so I got these 2 points, 0.750 and here 0, negative 3. Okay, let's just think you really don't know about the gradient as well. This is just something to draw it very, very accurately. Okay, why? Because I saw, after I observed and marked many students' paper, right, in one of the previous paper, you all don't show the intercept because the graph will be like that. Okay, you'll see the graph will be like that. So I see some students draw like this. Then wrong already. Okay, so another thing, yeah, they will intersect twice. Okay, another thing is you try your best to draw according to scale for these values here. Okay, then you won't get wrong. Right? How to do it? Use your ruler, measure lah. Okay, just measure the distance here. Maybe every 1 cm you put one value. All right. Okay, so let's plot the points. Okay, let's see the first one. Negative 2.5 and then 0. Okay, what I will do here, I'll put like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay, try to draw as accurate as you can. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, best you all just use your ruler. 1, 2, okay, let me see what's the biggest value for y. 5 also. Okay, so here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let me see what's the biggest value for. Yeah, actually the x don't need to be so big, right? Okay, maybe the x I put the scale a bit bigger so I can draw it accurately. So what I will do, you see here, the biggest x that I get is negative 2.5. So probably here I will put negative 1, negative 2, then this part here is negative 2.5. Okay, I want to exaggerate it a little bit. Okay, you got one intercept only. Okay, let's see. Negative 2.5. Then here, okay, wait. I need to modify a little bit. Maybe I don't draw so big. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, I just follow scale of 1. Negative 2.5. Okay, this one maybe I put 2, 4, 5, 5 over here. Okay, don't plot all the other points. So this one I will use a scale of 2, 4, 6, 8. You just define by yourself, okay? Doesn't matter. So the first one, the graph will look like this. Okay, like that. This is y equals to 2x plus 5. Okay, the second one, 0.75. Okay, I'll draw it in green color. 0.75. Okay, where's 0.75? Over here. And then negative 3. Okay, just now I defined here, like that. So originally it will look like this. Okay. You see, okay. Let me put it this way. According to the mark scheme, they want you to show that actually it intersects twice. Okay, but how do you know, right? Because they never state anything here. Fair enough. Okay. We learn how to identify from the way that they give the mark scheme and from the past year paper, because this type of question has come up before. When you see two lines, different gradient, you want to prove number one is steeper than another one. Okay, so like this one, steeper. But the problem is, right, just now you see, if I use the scale of the 5 here, then I cannot show already, right? It will never intersect. Right now. Okay, so what we want to try to do is you adjust the scale also so that you can show like in the infinite, okay, because it will keep going on and on. We want to show all the major points also. Okay, I don't know how strict they are. Okay, I don't know how strict they are on whether if you show the intersecting point or not, because if you use 5, if you intersect 5 over here, here you won't be able to see. Make sense, huh? Okay, just that here now I adjust a little bit. This one now I can see. Okay, then this one will go up also, right? From negative 3, this one will become positive 3. Okay, like that. Positive 3. So this is your graph. Like this. Y equals to modulus 4x minus 3. Yeah, okay. I know some of you here, when you draw, you never get this intercept, right? Over here. Understand? Okay, so we try our best to follow according to the mark scheme. In the mark scheme, it says shows 2 points of intersection. Okay? Okay, but don't overthink lah. This one, if you all do already, I think based on my understanding, I think they will give the marks also. Okay? I think. I don't know what is how strict they are. Lah. Okay, because they never mentioned anywhere whether it will intersect or not. Okay, that's why we just try our best to follow according to the mark scheme. Got it? Okay, but main thing, okay, what are the main things that you need to show? This one. Okay, you need to label down the x-intercept and y-intercept. If you don't label, this one confirm wrong. 100% is wrong. So I mean, I know many students, you all draw all the lines already, then forget to label this down. This one, silly mistake. Okay, don't be so careless like that. All right, let's go to question B. Solve the inequality modulus 4x minus 3 less than 2x plus 5. Okay, how do we solve a modulus with an inequality? And I got modulus here. Modulus, when we open it up, what does it become? It becomes a plus minus, right? Okay, this is one thing that another common mistake is that I see students, when you open this up, you straight away put the plus minus on the right hand side. Can or not? Okay, can you straight away put the plus minus on the right hand side? Cannot. You need to open up the modulus from the left hand side itself. So it become like this. Plus minus 4x minus 3 less than 2x plus 5. Then you separate it into two equations. Okay, so positive 4x plus 3 less than 2x plus 5. And the second equation, negative bracket 4x plus 3 less than 2x plus 5. Okay, why you cannot put the negative straight to the right hand side is because the symbol will change. Okay, then because if you put away straight away put the right hand side, the symbol won't change in the first step, change direction. Okay, so now I'm just going to rearrange it. 2x less than 8x less than 4. Okay, here, this one what you can do over here, if you multiply the whole equation by negative, okay, what will happen? Symbol change. Okay, this is the principles of inequality. So 4x plus 3 more than negative 2x negative 5. If you want to do it like this. Okay, bring it to the left hand side. 4x plus 2x more than minus 5 minus 3. 6x more than negative 8. X is more than what am I doing here? Negative 5. Okay. Can you times in the bracket? Can. Okay, sorry, my symbol here wrong already. Negative 5, negative 3. Okay, so this one will be negative 5 plus 3. So here will become negative 2. Okay, so here you get negative 1 over 3. Okay, the other way, if you open up the bracket, also can. Eventually, you'll get the same thing as well. X more than negative 1 over 3. Now, if you see 1 is less than, 1 is more than, you will check the value, whether the more than, okay, whether you more than, you put is bigger than the smaller number. So you see whether you can join both of these together. The final answer should be like this. X more than negative 1 over 3 and then less than 4. Normally, this will occur if you get a less than. Okay, if you see here got less than, final answer will be something like this. X, A, then B. Yeah, you need to put it like this. You just make the right hand side plus and minus. Cannot because the symbol will change. If you move straight away minus like that, less than will become more than. Or then you change the symbol, then can lah. You're doing the same thing, right? Okay, question 1, all good? Okay, type 1, if you all are okay for this question 1. Okay, let's move on to question 2. The perpendicular bisector of the line joining the points negative 3, 2 over 3, and 6, negative 7 over 3 passes through the points 2k. Find the value of k. Okay, I think this is a math question. Okay, pretty easy, right? So find what is your perpendicular bisector first. Okay, I'll just give a name to these 2 points. Let's call this P and Q. Okay, so P, what I like to do personally, I like to just roughly sketch it out so you can visualize it. Negative 3, 2 over 3. So how does the line of Q? Q is 6 means to the right, negative 7 over 3 means down. So I just roughly sketch it out first. Q, 6, negative 7 over 3. Again, not necessary, all these things, but I just like to do this so I can just double check, okay, my gradient and all. This is the perpendicular bisector. So what we need to find for perpendicular bisector, first thing we need to find our midpoint. Okay, what is the midpoint value? Negative 3 plus 6 over 2. Okay, x1 plus x2 over 2. 2 over 3 minus 7 over 3 over 2. Okay, put in the calculator. You will get here 3 over 2 negative 5 over 6. Okay, so I'll label this down. 3 over 2 negative 5 over 6. Okay, for this M, midpoint. Second thing, I want to find the gradient of PQ. Okay, what's gradient of PQ? Y2 minus Y1, X2 minus X1. Negative 7 over 3, negative 2 over 3 over 6 minus 3. You get negative 3 over 9, which is negative 1 over 3. Okay, after you find your gradient, you find gradient of perpendicular. Okay, what is gradient of perpendicular? Negative inverse or negative reciprocal. Negative will become positive, 1 over 3 will become 3 over 1, which is 3. You don't need to write the working, okay? Not necessary. Just write this down. So now you have the 2 points that you need, which is the midpoint and the gradient. We will put into y minus y1 equals to mx minus xy. Y minus 5 over 6 equals to 3x minus 3 over 2. Y plus 5 over 6 equals to 3x minus 9 over 2. We solve this. 3x minus 9 over 2 minus 5 over 6, which is y equals to 3x minus 32 over 6. Okay, this is your equation of the perpendicular bisector. Okay, once we have this ready, they want us to find when my value is 2, the x is 2, my y is k. Okay, so I'm gonna substitute 2k into this y equation, which is k equals to 3 times 2 minus 32 over 6. Your k, you get is 2 over 3. Okay, I think this is math question. Okay, pretty simple question. Right, if you are good, then you just type 2 in the chat for question 2. Perpendicular bisector. All right, question 3. Okay, question 3, everyone take out your calculator. We are going to calculate this together. On the axis, draw the graph of y equals to 2 sine x over 3 minus 1. Okay, we are going to calculate the y values. Okay, for those who are new here, this is what I want you all to do. You take out your calculator, you type in this equation into your calculator first. Meaning, you are, okay, let's just say you are using this one, this EX calculator. You are going to type in 2, okay, you're going to type in like that, 2 sine, okay, then they'll give you a bracket, right? You press X, X is at the bottom of the on button, at the top right, X over 3, okay, close the bracket, then minus 1. Okay, don't touch anything first. Okay, this is step 1. Key into calculator. Okay, next thing what I want you to do is, you are gonna use the CALC button. Okay, do you all see the CALC button at the top left? When you press on the CALC, there's a x equals to something, right? Okay, by default, it should be x equals to 0. Okay, anyone cannot get that value. Okay, do you all see it? X equals to something. Okay. Another thing, make sure there's a D symbol on top. Okay, at the top left of your screen, there's a D symbol to represent that we are calculating this in terms of degree. So I want you all to type in negative 360. Okay, press CLC, then key in negative 360, press equal, then equal again. Okay, what do you see on your screen? Do you see -1, -3? Okay, I want everyone to follow the steps here. Okay, anyone didn't get this one? -1, -3. Okay, change this to a decimal place. Okay, press the SD button. You should get -2.73. Got it? Okay, what I want you all to do, okay, you write down the y value at the bottom here first. That means when my x value is -360 degrees, if I substitute into this equation, my y value will be -2.73. Okay, you are going to repeat this step, but you don't have to retype everything again. You're going to repeat from step 2. Okay, repeat step 2 and 3. Okay, that means you're going to press the LC, and then you're going to go calculate it. Okay, I want everyone to practice this together. Okay, so you press the LC, now press -270. Okay, what's the value you get? You get -3, -2.73, -2, -1, 0, 0.73, 1, 0.73. Okay, anyone cannot get this value here? Okay, got it? Say got it in the chat. Okay, learn how to do this. This is an easy way on how you're going to calculate it. So you don't have to keep on retyping it over and over again. Okay, so now we have this value. This is what you do when they give you grids like this. Okay, when you do grids like this, and repeat the second part. Repeat the same steps. Just press CLC. Do you get the value or not? Do you get the value of this one? Okay, if you get this value, you're just doing the same thing again. Press CLC, then the x value, they will ask you what's the x value you want to key in. Then you just key in based on all these values here. Yeah, this is the best question. 4 marks or more. So nice, right? Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to plot out the points. Okay, we're going to plot out the points. So just put x point. When you plot out point, don't put a dot also. Put an x. Then we also need to roughly know how does the graph look like. Okay, do you all know how a sine graph look like? Like that, right? Or like that, right? An S shape like that. Okay, just plot out the points first. -2.73. Okay, this one just roughly estimate. -2.7. Here, -2, -1, 0, 0.73, 1, and then 0.73. Okay, after you have done this, you are going to connect the dots. Okay, draw a smooth graph. Okay, like this. Four-mark question. Very nice. If you're okay for this, can you just type 3? If any question, just write down your question. Hello, the rest of you, are you okay? Okay, all right, let's move on. Question 4. Question 4, the polynomial p is given by px equals to ax cubed, bx squared, plus 3x plus 2, where a and b are integers. Px has a factor. Okay, keyword here has a factor of 2x plus 1, has a remainder of negative 6 when divided by x plus 1. Find the values of a and b. 5-mark question. What does it mean, has a factor? Okay, we can use factor theorem. Okay, the first one, we're going to use factor theorem. Factor theorem states that if we find the x value for this and we substitute into here, you'll get equals to 0. So let's find the x value here first. 2x plus 1 equals to 0. X equals to negative 1 over 2. So P bracket negative 1 over 2 will be equals to 0. Substitute inside. A negative 1 over 2 cube plus B negative 1 over 2 square plus 3 negative 1 over 2 plus 2 equals to 0. Open out the bracket. Negative 1 over 8a plus 1 over 4b minus 3 over 2 plus 2 equals to 0. Okay, I'm going to multiply all of it by 8, okay, because I don't want the denominator. Here become negative a plus 2b minus 12 plus 16 equals to 0. And we get here negative a plus 2b. Okay, I like to bring this one to the right hand side, equals to 4. Because later on I can use calculator to check also. Okay, negative a plus 2b equals to 4. This one we just leave it here first. We see what's the other equation. Okay, second one, remainder theorem. Remainder theorem also is the same thing, the same exact steps, just that it's not equals to 0. Okay, it'll be equals to the remainder. So they say divided by x plus 1. So the x value that we're going to substitute in is negative 1. So the equation is p negative 1 equals to negative 6. A negative 1 cube plus b negative 1 square plus 3 times negative 1 plus 2 equals to negative 6. Okay, open up all the bracket, you'll get negative a plus b minus 3 plus 2 equals to negative 6. Negative a plus b equals to, okay, you bring the two values, negative 6 plus 3 minus 2, you get negative a plus b equals to negative 5. Okay, so I can use these two equations. I think pretty easy to solve this. Equation 1, equation 2, I'm going to do elimination. Okay, so I'm going to bring this equation to here. If it's same symbol that I want to eliminate, I will add both the equation up together. Okay, so here become 3b equals to negative 5 plus 4. Minus. Okay, my brain not functioning now. Okay, minus. Same symbol is minus. Negative a, negative a. So negative a plus a. So here we will do negative b, negative a. Hold on a minute. Okay, I think one of my values is wrong here. Negative 5. Okay, how come before this I did correctly? Negative 6 plus 3 minus 2. Negative 2b, is it? A minus 2b equals to 4. Okay, I know where I went wrong. Sorry. Then here it's negative 4. Okay, I confused myself already. Okay, like that. Negative 4. So negative 5 plus 4 get negative 1. So b equals to 1. Okay, this is why for me, I will always double check using calculator because I also got a lot of human error. Especially, you see, if my mind is not clear, right? So I make all these careless mistakes also. You all know you can type this into your calculator, right? Okay, so just go double check the value when you all do simultaneous equation. Simple things like the plus and minus, right? And do some careless mistake. Right? Okay, so b is equals to 1. Then you substitute b into any of the equation. Okay, I'll substitute into equation 2. So negative a plus 1 equals to negative 5. Negative a equals to negative 6. A is equals to 6. Okay, if you prefer doing substitution, just go ahead and do substitution. Okay, this one up to your preference. Right? You forgot how to show in the second part. Okay. All right, everyone understand? Factor theorem, remainder theorem. Okay, question B. Show that the equation Px has only one real root. Okay, Px is equals to, let's write down the equation first. Px equals to 6x cubed plus x squared plus 3x plus 2. How can we show that it has only one real root? Okay, this word here, for a cubic equation, it means that okay, your equation will look like this. One root, then another root. So this one, you'll get your x, whatever value, let's say x minus m, and this one you'll get ax squared plus bx plus c. This part here, you have to remember, your proof is that your b squared minus 4ac, the quadratic factor, will be less than 0. Okay, that means you cannot factorize it further already after you do your first factorizing. Your first factorizing, you're going to use long division to prove it. Okay, so now, first step over here, we do long division so that we can find a linear factor and a quadratic factor. Can you prove it with CTS? This one, is it? How you prove it with continuous square? And then cannot solve it, is it? CTS and then you let me see. Normally we use b squared minus 4ac to prove that there's no root there. Because you want to prove that cannot solve it. Yeah, okay. Let's do long division first. 6x cubed plus x squared plus 3x plus 2. We divide this. We divide by 2x plus 1. Okay, we need to match the value. So 3x squared, this one will be 6x cubed plus 3x squared. Put a minus symbol at the side here. The next value, x squared minus 3x squared, you get minus 2x squared plus 3x. You get minus x minus 2x squared minus x. We put a minus symbol here. 3x minus minus x, so 3x plus x. You get 4x plus 2. So here is plus 2. Here you get 4x plus 2. Okay, meaning now our px can be written in this form. Px equals to 2x plus 1, 3x squared minus x plus 2. Can you show quadratic formula? Can. But it's longer lah. Okay, the shortest method that you all can do, because okay, in the mark scheme, right, they say you need to at least prove that the discriminant, because that's the discriminant in the quadratic formula also, right? You need to prove that it will become negative. Okay, so here, this part here, now you're going to do b squared minus 4ac. You're going to find the value of the b squared minus 4ac for here. b squared minus 4ac will be equals to negative 1 squared minus 4 times 3 times 2. Okay, which you'll get 1 minus 24, which is equals to negative 23. And you just, right here, less than 0, no real roots. Okay, this will be the most straightforward and according to the mark scheme. No real root. No real root. Okay, sorry. Here you write here b square minus 4ac less than 0. Then you can just write here lah. Here only one real root. Okay, all good. Okay, I see Rebata's one using CTS. CTS is you did the what? The light blue one. Is that right? Okay, I think logically can, because you are trying to make it to math error, right? Okay, but actually you just need to show that discriminant law, okay, according to the answer scheme. They just want you to show that this part here, there's no roots at all. Therefore, only one part here got roots. Okay, all good. Can you just type 4 for question 4? This is on factor theorem and remainder theorem. Factors and polynomials. Okay, let's move on to question 5. Okay, question 5, this is on permutation. Okay, permutation and combination. Question 5a, a 5-character password is to be formed from the following 10 characters. You got A, B, C, X, Y, Z for letters, and then you got these 4 symbols here. No character can be used more than once in any 5-character password. Find the number of passwords that can be formed. Okay, first question before we start, is this permutation or combination? And how do we know it? Order matter or don't matter? Okay, order matters. Order matters means it's permutation. Okay, and what does it mean? Order matters. Order matters. You just ask yourself. Okay, A B C, C B A, B C A. All these are different orders, or is it the same order? Different order, right? Okay, in short, just remember password is always permutation lah. Okay, it will never be a combination. Right? Question 1, the first one. Number of passwords that can be formed. So you got 10 letters and symbols. There's no restriction here. So you just put 10p5, put in a calculator, you'll get 30240. Okay, next one. Find the number of passwords that can be formed. Restriction. If the password has to contain at least one symbol. Okay, at least one symbol means you got 1 symbol, 2 symbol, 3 symbol, or 4 symbols, right? Okay, but this is a 2-mark question only. Do we need to go calculate one by one or not? Don't need. Okay, when they say the word at least, think about the negative side of it. It means if they say at least 1 symbol, can I take all minus no symbol? Okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take all minus no symbol. All means the top part. Okay, all possible values. What is no symbol? Okay, no symbol means I will take all letters. 6p5. Okay, no symbol means all 6 letters. Okay, then we take this value. Okay, so here 720. I'm gonna take all of it from the first question, 30240 minus 720, which will get 29520. Okay, 2-mark question. You can go and calculate one by one. Okay, no issue, but longer. Okay, that means you're gonna do 1 symbol. How many? 1 symbol, then 2 symbol, 3 symbol, 4 symbol. Then the rest are all letters. Multiply or add, what do you think? Between the different code will be adding. Okay, you all can go and try that, but don't waste time in exam. They won't give you extra marks. Okay, so do it this way. Okay, question 3. Find the number of passwords that can be formed if the password has to start with 2 letters and end with 2 symbols. Okay, so I got 5 alphabet. Let's draw out a line like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here, first 2, I want it in letters. Okay, first 2. Letters, last 2, symbols. In between, after that, you can have all the others. Okay, letters and symbols doesn't matter. So we are gonna take letters, which is I got 6P2. Okay, this first part here, it'll be 6P2. Then we do the last part, symbols, 4P2. Then after I have used 2 and 2, how many more letters and symbols do I have? I've used 4 already, right? So I have left 6. Okay, 6 left. Therefore, I use here 6P1. If it's on the same layer, we are gonna multiply it. Okay, we're gonna multiply the value. Then just type in the calculator, you will get 2160. Okay, if any of you have access to the marking scheme, the marking scheme actually use a different method, but doesn't matter. Okay, marking scheme, they normally show the arrangement type of method, meaning they're going to write here 6 times 5, then here 4 times 3, then here times 6. It's the same meaning, okay? You stick to the method, especially for this chapter, stick to the method that you are familiar with. If permutation is easier for you to understand, then just stick with permutation. Don't need to go and do the arrangement method. Okay, can? All right, last one for this part here. A team of 8 people is to be chosen from 5 doctors, 4 teachers, 6 police officers. Find how many possible teams have the same numbers of doctors and as teachers. Okay, so 8 people, doctor, teacher, police. Doctor, teacher, police. Our team. Okay, I'm team teacher. Okay, doctor, teacher, and police, right? So we need to understand this question first. Is this permutation or combination? Okay, permutation or combination? Combination, right? Because normally when you choose people, okay, you see the word here, chosen. Just remember, chosen or choose, you take combination. Keyword. Choose. Combination. Also because the order don't matter. Order don't matter means as long they are inside the group, it doesn't matter how I choose them. Do I need to choose doctor first, then teacher, then police officer? Or police officer, doctor, then teacher? Doesn't matter, right? As long they are inside the group. So, okay, let's write down all the possible ones. This is a 5-mark question. They quite a lot of marks for permutation combination. Doctor and teacher same, 1, 1, 6. Or 2, 2, 4. Or 3, 3, 2. Or 4, 4, 0. Got it? What you need to do, go and calculate for all of it. Okay, write down the working. 5C1 times 4C1 times 6C6. Second one, 5C2 times 4C2 times 6C4. 5C3 times 4C3 times 6C2. Then 5C4 times 4C4 times 6C0. Okay, key in all this value in the calculator, you get here 20, 900, 600, and here 5. Okay, this is how to remember whether you multiply or divide. If you write down, right, the way on how you arrange it or how you choose it, if it's on the same row, you will multiply it. If same row like this, that means in one group like that, right, you will never plus it, right? It will always be times. But your different layer like this, okay, different layer, this one you need to plus it. So here plus, plus, plus. Okay, so your total order, okay, total will be 20 plus 900 plus 600 plus 5. Okay. You always confuse between P and C. Okay, always start with the question, does order matter? That's all. Does order matter? Then think of it like this. How I summarize it just now. You think of it like arrangement, password. What else? Okay, password, things that you want to arrange. Okay, how you going to put the books on the shelf? Okay, the different books. I got red color book, I got blue color book. Okay, how the different type of arrangement. All those will fall under permutation. Combination one normally is you are choosing people to form inside a group. Then the question is, does it matter how I choose them? And normally they will say the word chosen. Okay, choose, chosen. You read the sentence properly, get the keywords. Okay. So in order is P, random is C. No, I wouldn't say it's random. It's just that the order doesn't matter. So it doesn't affect how you form the group. Okay, like this case, I choose doctor, I choose police, I choose teacher. Does it matter if I choose the other way around? Police, teacher, doctor? Doesn't matter, because as long as they are inside the group, I consider them as an arrangement already. Okay, cannot? Okay. 5. If you all are good with 5, type 5. We're going to just go through another 2 more questions. Okay, question 6. The polynomial qx is given by qx equals to negative 1 over 3, 2x minus 1, x plus 3 squared. Find the x coordinates of the stationary points of the curve y equals to qx. Okay, keyword here, stationary point means dy over dx equals to 0. Okay, so I want to find what's the dy over dx. How to differentiate this? What rule? Okay, first thing we need to determine is u, v. U times v, product. Okay, product rule. So I'm going to write down u, negative 1 over 3, 2x minus 1. Okay, v, x plus 3 squared. Okay, go and factorize this. Okay, not factorize, differentiate this. Okay, 2x will become 2. So this one will become negative 2 over 3. Okay, negative 2 over 3. Here v prime, we do a chain rule here. So here will become 2x plus 3 times 1. Okay, times 1, this one don't need to write the times 1. Okay, now I'm going to do differentiation here. Q prime x. Okay, here, negative 1 over 3, 2x minus 1, multiply 2 times x plus 3, plus negative 2 over 3, x plus 3 squared. Okay, what can we do over here? We can factorize out all the common factors. Okay, if you want, you can factorize out all the common factors here. So what are the common factors? You see here? 1 over 3, right? Negative 1 over 3. Here also got negative 1 over 3. Here, got x plus 3. Here also got 1x plus 3. Okay, so we take out the common factors, negative 1 over 3, then x plus 3. Then whatever that is left in the bracket, so here will become 2x minus 1 times 2. Okay, I bring the 2 in front. Okay, then here I will still be left with negative 1x plus 3. Okay, let's simplify it. Whatever that's inside the bracket. Okay, this one you can just we just do a mental calculation. So 4x. Okay, wait. Here is negative 2, not -1. Okay, so 4x plus 2x. Okay, is it plus? -2 or plus? Okay, let me just see. 4x minus 2x. Okay, 2x is it? -2 plus -2 minus 6 -8. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, why? Because I'm actually trying out different ways as my mark scheme that I choose here. Okay, here. Let me just see. Oh, okay, sorry. Here should be +2. Okay, not -2. So here you get 6x, okay, -2 plus 6. So 6x plus 4. Okay, like that, correct. Okay, now over here, we have this way already. Okay, this form. Stationary point means your dy over dx, so your q prime x equals to 0. So this x plus 3, 6x plus 4 equals to 0. Okay, it doesn't have to be this form. Okay, you can open up the entire bracket, then later you factorize it also can. Okay, so here you take the bracket equals to 0. Then here x equals to -3, x is equals to -2/3. Okay, for this one. All right. Okay, what does this value mean? Okay, these are the stationary point. That means it's also known as your turning point. Okay, these are your turning points. So when we plot it out on the graph, okay, we need to indicate that these are the turning points here. So sketch the graph y equals to qx, stating the intercept with the x coordinates. Okay, let's see how to do this. Okay, number one, we need to write down our SIM. Shape, intercept, and then maximum, minimum point. Okay, what is the shape first? Shape, look at the equation. Okay, this is -1/3, 2x minus 1, x plus 3 square, right? Okay, we first have to determine, look at the x cube value. X times positive x squared, I will get x cubed more than 0. Okay, give me a moment. Sorry, less than 0 because of the here, -1/3. Okay, -1/3. So you will get a happy face, then a sad face graph. Okay, remember, this one is enjoy now, suffer later. You're happy first, then because you end up with a negative life, so you will sad later on. Second thing, intercept. Okay, how to find my x-intercept? X-intercept will take these two bracket equals to 0. Okay, so x-intercept, you take the bracket. So 2x minus 1, this one will be x equals to 1/2. And this one will be x equals to -3. Okay, the one that is the -3, this will be the equal root. Equal root means it touches the graph. Touch the graph, the x-axis, then it will bend back up. Okay, third one, the maximum minimum point. Okay, let's look at the two turning points. Okay, we got two turning points, which is -3 and -2/3. So you look at the graph here, okay, they never ask us to find the value. Okay, so we actually don't need to find the value of the turning point, but we need to show where is it. So I've got two turning points, x equals to -3. If you realize, you see, the turning point and the equal root is the same. Then the other one is x equals to -2/3. Okay, sorry, I got one more thing I forgot to do, which is y-intercept. Y-intercept, you substitute your x equals to 0. Okay, just substitute in the equation, you will get y equals to 3. Okay, so I got these few values here. Okay, -2/3 and -3. you need to compare which value is the more left value because you got two turning points. -3 is the smaller value, right? So here, you're going to put -3. The one that is on top, you're going to put your x equals to -3. Did they ask us to find the y value? Never. Okay, but you can go and go calculate the y value. That one, actually, you need to use it for the next question, question C. Okay, so if you plot out the y value, okay, you plot out the y value already, you can see, you also can like plot it, make it clearer. Okay, now let's plot out all your points here first. Okay, this one you all can write, okay, same as equal root. Okay, let's again try our best to draw it as accurate as we can. So here I got 1, 2, 3. Here I got 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's plot out the points. Okay, first one, I got -3 on my y-axis. Then 1/2. And then -2/3. Okay, -2/3 are about here. Okay, let's write down the points. -3, -2/3, and then here 1/2. Okay, you all remember here, this part here is where the graph touches. Okay, where it touches. So the graph will look like this, turning point here. Then it will turn here also. The -2/3 is not the y-intercept. This is where the turning point. You don't need to label this, okay, but you need it for the next question. So I'll just put it all over here. Okay, then one more is your y is equals to 3. Okay, y equals to 3. So okay, this is what I'll do. Later only I label it. So the graph will look like this. Go down, go up. Yeah, 2/3, and go down. Yeah. Okay, so you see, I need to modify a little bit. Okay, I'll try to draw it smoother lah. Okay, like this. This is the turning point. So you need to go and modify here a little bit. Is your graph okay? Same thing lah. You're drawing the same thing, right? Okay, so 3 marks here. Main thing, okay, one more thing. So you need to label here also. Okay, this part here, what's the value? 3. Okay, next one. Find the values of k such that qx equals to k has exactly one solution. Okay, what does it mean? Exactly one solution and equals to k. So now what we're going to do is we need to understand this statement here first. Y equals to k. Okay, because this is y1 equals to y2. So y is equals to k. This will give you a horizontal line. Okay, when I draw a horizontal line, where exactly will just give me one point of intersection. That means one solution. So you go to your graph here right now. Okay, you see here also it's a 3-mark question. There's a reason why. Okay, because you need to do some calculation. So this is the step. You are gonna draw a horizontal line like this. Okay, or you take your ruler, you move up and down like that. Okay, where exactly will give you one solution? So you see here, these are all one solution, right? One solution. One solution means it intersects the graph one time only. When it reaches here, 2 solution. Then go up. This one is 1, 2, 3 solution. Go until here. Turning point, 2 solution. Then above. Above the here, right? Above here is also one solution. So what we need to do is we need to find these 2 lines. These 2 points here, the y value of these 2 points. The y value over here, this is y equals to 0. We need to find what is the y value here also. Okay, we know that the x value here is -2/3. So go and find the y value of this by substituting x -2/3 into the y equation, which is the y equation. Back to the question again. Okay, so first thing, anything below here, this is one solution. Anything above Here also, this is one solution. So your first answer is k less than 0. Okay. The other answer will be you substitute substitute x equals to negative 2 over 3 into your qx, okay, to find the y value. So y equals to negative 1 over 3, negative 4 over 3 minus 1, negative 2 over 3 plus 3 squared. Okay, what's the value that you get? Either you can write 343 over 81 or 4.23. Okay, you use one of the value here. 343 over 81 or 4.23. Final answer is k less than 0. It means anything below the x-axis, then k more than 343 over 81. Okay, these are the y values. Okay, the y values. Okay, what if you didn't do the calculation in C? Okay, very good question, because this question has actually come up before. How? Actually, I don't know, because they never state in the mark scheme. Look at the marks. So one of the things, my advice is that you all look at the marks, then you all see where to present it. Okay, I think they will give you the marks if you show in the, but you need to show in the previous question. Okay, but to be safe, because if according to the official mark scheme, the calculation for it is at C itself. Because B, actually, they never ask you to calculate the turning point. But maybe some, or naturally, most of us here, we will go and calculate it so that we can draw it accurately, right? Then you can cry early. Yeah, you cry, but the marker don't know you're crying also. Okay, never mind. We just learn. We just learn to see, to go to as close as we can to the official mark scheme. Okay, that is our goal. That's why it's about learning how to answer. Okay, learning how to answer the questions. Okay, here, good. Question 6. Okay, 6 good. Can you just type 6 in the chat? Then we'll go on to question 7. Okay, let's go on. Question 7. Solve the equation 6x to the power 1 over 3 minus 2x negative 1 over 3 minus 1 equals to 0. Okay, how do we do this? First thing, we rewrite it first. Okay, so like that, 6x to the power of 1 over 3 minus 2. Okay, this one can be written as like that, x 1 over 3 minus 1 equals to 0. Okay, but I don't like to write it like that. We first have to recognize this is under the complex quadratic equation in chapter 5, the last part. One, we need to recognize this form already, actually. Okay, one is the power, then the other one is a negative of that same power. We can change this to a quadratic equation. Okay, our goal is to change it to a quadratic equation. So what we can do, we're going to use the let method. I'm going to let x to the power of 1 over 3 equals to any alphabet. Let's call it a. So here becomes 6a minus 2 over a minus 1 equals to 0. I'm going to multiply the entire equation by a. So here becomes 6a squared minus 2 minus a equals to 0. Okay, rearrange it. 6a squared minus a minus 2 equals to 0. Factorize it. 3a minus 2, 2a plus 1 equals to 0. Okay, we solve it. 3a minus 2 equals to 0. 2a plus 1 equals to 0. A is equals to 2 over 3. A is equals to negative 1 over 2. Okay, so you need to recognize the formula that this is a quadratic. Change it back. X 1 over 3 equals to 2 over 3. This one x 1 over 3 equals to negative 1 over 2. Okay, let's solve it. 1 over 3, this is a cube root. Opposite of cube root is cube. Therefore, this will become 8 over 27. For this one, negative 1 over 2 cube. So this one here will be negative 1 over 8. Okay, both answers are acceptable. Okay, you're good? 7, just type 7 in chat. Okay, until here, how many marks have you all get deducted? Okay, 3 marks, 5 marks, 4 marks. Okay, I think this first 7, this front part of the paper is still easier than the second part. Okay, we're going to stop here first. Okay, in our next session, okay, we will continue the remainder question. I'll send it to y'all, okay, so that if y'all got anything, y'all can clarify me. All right, we are going to continue the next few questions for this paper. October, November 2023, paper 1-3. Okay, let's go to question 8 right now. The first 3 terms in descending powers of x in the expression 2x squared minus 1 over 4x to the power of n can be written in the form of this 256x16, ax13, bxc, where n, a, b, c are integers. Okay, find what is n, a, b, and c. Okay, so I want you all to look at the value here first. Okay, what are they asking us? Because, okay, this one might look complicated, but it's not really complicated, okay, because you all just need to see the expansion of it. Okay, if you don't know this formula, remember you can go into your page 2, go and copy down this formula first. Okay, this is your binomial theorem. Okay, if you're unsure, right, just go and expand from here first. Okay, so I want you all to learn from here, a plus b power n. So your first term will be first term power n, then nc1, an minus 1, b1, and so forth. Okay, the power 1 will go up, 1 will go down. So if I were to expand this one, the first 3 terms, okay, how would it look like for this here? 2x squared minus 1 over 4x to the power n. Okay, my first term is a to the power n. What is a? A is 2x squared, right? So 2x squared, 2x squared n. Okay, then n c1. Okay, this is maybe I write it as nc1, so it's easier for you all to see. nc1, 2x squared n minus 1 minus 1 over 4x power 1. Then plus nc2, 2x squared n minus 2 negative 1 over 4x power 2 plus dot dot dot. Okay, we don't need to write this actually, but just for the sake of the first one. Okay, so they say the first term, right? So we just check whether this actually is equal to this or not. So this is the first term. I'm going to compare. Okay, first term of this this sequence here. I'm going to take first term, which is 2x squared power n equals to 256 x to the power of 16. Okay, this is my very first term, 256, and this one here. Okay, in the seats, so open up, multiply it by n, so 2 to the power n, x to the power of 2n equals to 256 x to the power of 16. Okay, you can take either one to compare. Okay, I'll just take the 2n one, I think easier to calculate. So I just compare the power, 2n equals to 60. N is equals to 8. Okay, you can go and double check it. You see 2 to the power 8. Okay, you just type the calculator. 2 to the power 8, does it give you 256 also? Okay, 256 also, right? Okay, so this one, correct already. Okay, so this is your answer for N. Okay, so we got one term already. Now we want to find what is A, B, and C. Okay, let's look at the second term. Okay, now that we know that we know that our n is equals to 8. So the equation that we have is 2x squared minus 1 over 4x to the power of 8, right? Okay. Then this one you just replace all the n with 8 lah. Okay, but we don't need to keep writing out over again. So let's look at the second term here. X to the power of 13. Okay, does it actually follow this or not? Sometimes it might not, but I think it will follow lah, okay, according to this one. So if I replace now all of this by the n by 8 right now, let's check whether it is tally with this one or not. So first thing that I need to check is the x. Does it become x to the power of 13? Okay, sometimes the question they won't tell you one, right? Then you need to balance it out. So how do I check? Okay, the first thing I'm going to check, I don't care about the a first, the coefficient in front. So I check x to the power of 13. See whether it is x square. Okay, my first bracket is x square power n minus 1, which is 7. Then 1 over x to the power of 1. Okay, you see here, I'm just focusing on the x. So I check whether does it give me x to the power of 13. 2 times 7, 14. 1 over x, 1. 14 divided means minus 1 equal. Right? Okay, so this is correct. 7 and 1 will be correct. Okay, so I'm going to replace this one now, my n, with 8. Yeah, just follow through only. So 8, what's the, okay, for x to the power of 13, so ax to the power of 13 equals to 8c1 2x squared power 7 negative 1 over x to the power of 1. 1 over 4x. Sorry. Why the 1 over x is positive? Okay, this one I'm just checking only. I'm just checking the power. I don't care about all the positive, negative, or the value first. Okay, this step is not necessary, but we normally check because normally they won't give you. Okay, so here, okay, let's go and solve this one. 8c1, just type the whole thing into the calculator. So you will get 8 times 1 to 8 x to the power of 14, then negative 1 over 4x. Here we get negative 256 x to the power of 13. Ax power 13. Therefore, a is equals to negative 256. Okay, this is your second answer. Okay, next one. Let's look at the third term, bxc. So the third term should be following this, right? Okay, so first term, second term, third term. So I'm gonna just substitute inside bx power c is equals to 8c2 2x squared 6 negative 1 over 4x 2. I'm literally just putting into these formulas here already. Time in the calculator, you get 112 x to the power of 12. Okay, I just type everything in the calculator. And then here is 1 over x squared, which is 112 x to the power of 10. So bx power c, b is 112, c is 10. Okay, these 4 answers. N equals 8, negative 256, 112, and 10. Is there not a negative 4? I already multiplied the whole thing. 112. Yeah, I just type everything in calculator. So I put 8c2 times 2 to the power of 6 times negative 1 over 4 squared. Okay, if you are okay for this, question 8, just type an 8 in the chat. This is just expanding of binomial. You put everything into the calculator, that's all. Okay, don't go and change any of the values. And this question here actually is not so complicated because they give you in order. They say already it's in descending order. So you just need to put in the n. As long as you got the first value, I think it's pretty easy already. Okay, I think we're okay. Let's move on to question 9. Question 9. Given that y equals to 5x plus 2, 1 over 3 over x minus 1 square, show that dy over dx can be written into this form. Okay, if you all see here, what form is this and what was it originated from? We have done these questions a couple of times, right? Okay, and I taught you all the easiest way on how to simplify it. Okay, for those who haven't heard this before, this is what you're gonna do for it's the simplifying part that is hard, not the differentiating part. So let's do u and v. Okay, this will be a quotient rule. So u equals to 5x plus 2 power 1 over 3, v equals to x minus 1 squared. U prime 1 over 3, 5x plus 2, negative 2 over 3 multiplied by 5. V prime 2 bracket x minus 1 times 1. Okay, I don't have to write the times 1. Okay, this time we can do like that, 5 over 3, 5x plus 2, negative 2 over 3. So I'm going to cross it like this, because this is a quotient rule. Okay, just in case anyone forgot quotient rule, vu prime minus uv prime over v squared. Okay, what's vu prime? X minus 1 square multiply 5 over 3, 5x plus 2, negative 2 over 3, minus uv squared. 5x plus 2 power 1 over 3 times 2 x minus 1 over v squared, x minus 1 squared. Okay, this is a scenario where you got quotient rule and then you have one of it is a power. Okay, so how can I make, now the question is, how can I make this appear down there first? Okay, you see this, there's a 5x plus 2 and 2 over 3, right? There's nothing over here right now. And later on, there's a 3 also. Okay, what do? We focus on one thing first. Okay, instead of you go and try to simplify the top first, the way that I thought is you multiply top and bottom with this. Remember? Okay, in a few of the past papers, actually, we did a few times of this one here. So you're going to multiply by 5x plus 2, 2 over 3 on top. And at the bottom also, you do 5x plus 2, 2 over 3. Okay, what do we need to focus on? All the other terms you don't care first, you only focus on all the 5x plus 2. Okay, so you see here, 5x plus 2, we've got this part here. To show the easiest way to see here, 5x plus 2 over here. Okay, how can we look at it? We use indices to understand it. 5x plus 2 is the constant base. Okay, all of them are the same base. So we are going to do it like that. A to the power of negative 2 over 3 times a to the power of 2 over 3. What do we get? 2 over 3 plus 2 over 3, a to the power of 0. Therefore, this one will be equals to 1. Okay, what about this? A to the power of 1 over 3, I multiply the value outside. A to the power of 2 over 3. 1 over 3 plus 2 over 3, I'll get a to the power of 1. Okay? This part here, as long as you understand, you can do this question easily already. Use this method when you see got some sort of root power, and then they ask you to simplify to a certain form. So now the next line will be x minus 1 square, 5 over 3. Okay, now this one will become 1. So I multiply it by 1. And minus, this one will be power 1. So here will be 5x plus 2 power 1 times 2 times x minus 1 over x minus 1 square. Is it cube or square? Sorry, teacher did wrong, right? X minus 1 power 4. 4. Okay, the first step is 4. Then 5x plus 2 power 2 over 3. Okay, so we make the 5x plus 2 and 2 over 3 appear at the bottom already. Okay, what's the next thing we want to take away? You see, at the bottom here, it's x minus 1 cube. Can I make this to x minus 1 cube? And right, okay, I just need to divide the entire thing by x minus 1. Okay, so I'm going to divide on top by x minus 1, divide at the bottom by x minus 1. Or another way you can look at it is you factorize out x minus 1 from the top, then you just cancel here. Okay, either way also works. So here will become x minus 1, 5 over 3, minus 5x plus 2 times 2 over 5x plus 2, 2 over 3, x minus 1, 3. Okay, now got one more thing. What's one more thing that's extra at the bottom? 3, right? Okay, that's a times 3. So you can do it like this. You multiply all of it, your top and your bottom by 3. Okay, so that means this term here will multiply 3, this term here will also multiply by 3. So here, okay, the 3 here will now become x minus 1 times 5, okay, because times 3 already, and minus 5x plus 2, okay, 2 times 3, this one becomes 6. Okay, you just move the 3 down now. Okay, when you move the 3 down, this one also need to have an over 3. Okay, you just double check, you see, I know here got 1 3, right? Here also need to have over 3. So you can simplify the entire top part first by making it into one fraction, then only you move the 3 down. So here now will be 3 bracket 5x plus 2, 2 over 3, x minus 1 cubed. Okay, we have achieved the bottom part already. So now we simplify the top part. Okay, top part here. Okay, what does this become? Okay, you actually until here you can write the answer already lah. Okay, they allow you to write the answer. So you can open up this bracket, 5x minus 5 minus 30x minus 12. 3 bracket 5x plus 2, 2 over 3, x minus 1 cubed. Okay, they want, you all see, they want it, you factorize the negative out. So here will become, okay, because I don't want to keep writing it over again. Your here, you will get minus 25x minus 17. Okay, I'm gonna factorize out negative. Minus 25x plus 70 over 3 bracket 5x plus 2, 2 over 3, x minus 1 cubed. Why the 5x plus 2 suddenly come down? You're asking from where? The first step. You want to make it appear because that's what the question wants. Not 5x plus 2 only. It's 5x plus 2 to the power of 2 over 3. See here? You want it to appear at the bottom, right? In your final answer. We are just following the form that they want in the question. So that's why I multiply top and bottom by 5x plus 2, 2 over 3. So you see here? You're going to follow this step. Here and here. Okay, just look at every line. Make sure that you all understand the step. Please clarify if not sure. Okay, if you are good, just type 9. 9 for question 9. All right. Okay, if all good, let's move on to the next one. Okay, question 10. Question 10, according to the official mark scheme, there are many ways that you can do it. Okay, how many ways are? There's actually five different methods. Okay, okay, I'll only show you one method. Ultimately, your answer will also still get the same one. Okay, your final answer. Okay, let's see this because this is the easiest way that I see it. Even before I check the answer. So question 10, in this question, all lengths are in cm and angles are in radian. Okay, so once they say this one in radian, you need to double check, okay, whether you got a sine cos tangent, because you need to change the mode. Okay, into sine cos tangent. This is a 9-mark question. The diagram shows a sector OAB. Okay, you see here, sector OAB, center O, radius 20. The perimeter of this sector. Okay, so we need to know already, perimeter is made out of what? Radius, arc is 65. The lines CA and CB are both tangents to the circle. So you see here, that's why I got 90 degrees. These two are tangents. So that the triangle ABC is isosceles. Okay, isosceles means these two, they are the same. With AC equals to CB. The angle AOB is equals to theta. Find the area of the shaded region. Okay, for those who have done already, what's the answer that you all get for this one? This one you all say not so sure, right? Okay. Yeah, see some answers. A few different variation. Okay, good. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, what's the answer? Yeah, all of you keep your answer first. area of the shaded region. So the first thing that we are going to find is we need to find what is the theta here first. Okay, so we can think of it like this. Think in the big picture first. For me to find area of shaded region, I can take area of the entire thing minus area of sector. Okay, the entire thing is just base times height, right? Or length times width. Because this is a rectangle. Okay, it's not a square. We cannot assume that it's a square because we don't have information over here. Okay, let's find the theta first. What's the theta? They gave us this information. Perimeter of this sector is 65. Perimeter is here, here, and here. Okay, so your perimeter of sector, this part here, is R, this one is R theta. So perimeter of sector equals to 65. 2R plus R theta equals to 65. R is equals to 20. So 2 times 20, 20 theta equals to 65. 20 theta, 2 times 20, bring it to the right hand side, you get 25. Theta is equals to 25 over 20, which is equals to 5 over 4. Okay, we need to remember here, this is radian. Okay, not in degrees, radian. Because F equals to R theta. Circular measure questions in our math, everything is in radian. Okay, next thing. Just now we say we want to take the area of the rectangle minus the sector, right? So let's find area of the sector. Area of sector, the formula is half R square theta. 1 over 2, 20 square, 5 over 4. Calculate this, you get 250. Okay, so far, until here? Okay, now, I think most students will get stuck at this part here. How do I make sense of this? Okay, as mentioned just now, what I can do, I just need to find length and width. So can I find this part here? Okay, how do I find this part here? So you can just split it into half because you look here, this is a 90 degrees. So can I just do it like this? See? Right angle triangle. Right? I already got this theta also. This is in the middle because they say this and this, they're isosceles triangle. So I can just use this triangle, my angle, I split it into half, then I use SOHCAHTOA. Okay, so I'm going to draw it out first. I draw it in a proper orientation. So A, O, C. Okay, the bottom here is 20. Okay, what's my theta? Theta will be 5 over 4, then divide by 2, which is equals to 5 over 8. It is 5 over 8. Okay, I want to find what is AC. AC, SOHCAHTOA, tangent. Tangent 5 over 8 equals to AC over adjacent, 20. AC is equals to 20 tangent 5 over 8. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like this because this one will give me an irrational number. Okay, so I just leave it like this first. So this part here is 20 tangent 5 over 8. Okay, so what's the area of the shaded region? The final step. Area of the shaded region, I'm going to take this minus area of sector. What is this? Just length times width. So which is 20 multiply 20 tangent 5 over 8 minus 250, which is area of sector. Okay, go calculate this. So you get 400 tangent 5 over 8. You get here 38.6. Final answer. Okay, something to take note of. This one you need to put it in radian mode. If you don't put it in radian mode, your answer will be a totally different answer. You'll get an answer, but wrong answer. Okay, so congratulations to those who get 38.6. They thought like a square. You know, they never, that's why they trick you lah. This one they trick you. Purposely make it look like a square, then after that, but it's not a square. So I know a lot of students will just take 20 times 20. Okay, question 10. Okay, if you are good, just type 10 in the chat. Okay, you may use different ways to do it. It doesn't matter. Okay, I just don't have time to go through every single one. In fact, later I send you all the official mark scheme. There's 5 different methods on how they propose on how to do this question. Okay, let's move on to question 11. Okay, question 11. In the triangle OAB, OA is equals to A, okay, OAA, OBB. The straight line XYZ is such that OX equals to 4 over 5B, AY 1 over 3AB, AZ mu A, YZ lambda XY. Show that XY is equals to 2 over 3A minus 7 over 15B. Okay, how can we get from X to Y? So we just look at the diagram and the info given. Can I take XO, OA, AY? Okay, I have XO, I have OA, which is A, AY. AY is 1 over 3AB. Okay, so I got all the information. So yes, let's use this one. XY is equals to XO. Okay, actually I lazy write the arrow over again. Yeah. XO plus OA plus AY. Okay, what's XO? OX is 4 over 5. This one is negative 4 over 5B. OA, AY is 1 over 3 AB. What's 1 over 3 AB? AB is OB minus OA. Okay, OB minus OA, which is B and A. So negative 4 over 5B plus A plus 1 over 3B minus 1 over 3A. Join it all together, you'll get 2 over 3A minus 7 over 15B. Okay, 3-mark question. Second one, 1 mark. Find YZ in terms of lambda, A, and B. So we need to look back here. YZ in the question here, lambda xy, where lambda is a constant. Okay, so we can just use this one. YZ equals to lambda xy. YZ lambda xy. What's xy? 2 over 3a minus 7 over 15b. Okay, we can open up the bracket here. 2 over 3 lambda a minus 7 over 15 lambda b. Okay, next one. YZ in terms of mu a and b. So we look back into the question. We see which equation gives us a mu. Okay, this is called mu. Which one gives us mu? Over here, right? So that means we need to include some sort of AZ into the equation. Okay, what can we do? YZ with AZ. So we look over here, YZ. Okay, can I go YA plus AZ? Can, right? Okay, so YA, do I have YA? YA is this one, again, negative of this. So YA plus AZ. So I'm going to use that. AZ, I write down first, which is mu A. YZ is equals to YA plus AZ. YA is negative 1 over 3 AB. Okay, like this. Therefore, negative 1 over 3 B plus 1 over 3 A plus mu A. I will gather all the A and group them together. So here will become 1 over 3 plus mu A minus 1 over 3 B. Okay, this will be the answer. Okay. Last one. Hence, find the values of lambda and mu. you equate, okay, both the yz with each other from B and C. Okay, so now we're going to do this. 2 over 3 lambda A minus 7 over 15 lambda B equals to 1 over 3 plus mu A minus 1 over 3 B. Okay, equate both A together, this and this, then B and B with each other. So I just write A like this. So A is 2 over 3 lambda equals to 1 over 3 plus mu. Okay, can I do anything here? Okay, can't really do anything, right? Okay, we see B. Negative 7 over 15 lambda equals to negative 1 over 3. Okay, I can find lambda here. Lambda is negative 1 over 3 times negative 15 over 7. Lambda is 5 over 7. Okay, so I got my answer here. Now I'm going to substitute this into here. Okay, so I will just write this equation 1. So substitute lambda into 1. You get 2 over 3 times 5 over 7 equals to 1 over 3 plus mu. Okay, 2 over 3 times 5 over 7, 10 over 21 equals to 1 over 3 plus mu. Okay, then 10 over 21 minus 1 over 3. Mu is equals to 1 over 7. Okay, a pretty easy vector question. Okay, question 11. I think all of you are good. Just type at 11 if you have no question. Okay, you hope you get the last one correct. Yeah, the last one looks complicated again. Once it looks complicated, but it's not really. Okay, if you understand the concept of the trigo already. Okay, question 12. Solve the equation cosec square 2x over 3 minus pi over 3 equals to 4 from 0 to 3 pi. Give your answer in terms of pi. Alright, so I am going to simplify this one first. Okay, I'm just going to substitute it as something else because I don't want to keep writing it over and over again. Okay, so I will start with this like that. Let A equals to 2x over 3 minus pi over 3. Okay, because I don't want to keep writing it out. So 3 cosec square A equals to 4. Cosec square A equals to 4 over 3. Okay, you all know what's cosec? Cosec is 1 over sine. Okay, 1 over sine square A, 4 over 3. Sine square A equals to 3 over 4. Therefore, sine A is plus minus square root 3 over 4. Okay, you need to put both plus minus. You can simplify it to like this also can. Okay, sorry, 2. Not necessary, but also can. So we need to first simplify it to this form first. Okay, then after that, we only solve the normal trigo. Okay, normal trigo way where we use ASTC, but we need to consider the domain over here also. Okay, the domain of angles. So what is the first thing we need to find here? What is your base angle? Alpha is inverse sine 3 over 2. You're not going to put the negative inside. The positive and negative is to just select which quadrant is it at. So your alpha here is equals to pi over 3. Okay, everyone good until here? Alpha is pi over 3. Okay, now the next thing we need to consider is this part here, because they are asking us to solve for x from 0 to 3 pi, but the angle that we want to solve is 2x over 3 minus pi over 3. So how will it affect this? We will need to modify this x, the angle here for the ASTC. Okay, we are using this for ASTC. Okay, we are using this ASTC. So change this angle here, x 0 to 3 pi. Okay, I want to change it to 2x over 3 minus pi over 3. So I'm going to multiply by 2 first. This will become 6 pi. 2x over 3. So I divide the whole thing by 3. This will become 2 pi. Then 2x over 3 minus pi over 3. Okay, here I minus pi over 3, 2 pi. Okay, I will just put it as 2 minus 1 over 3. So here will become 5 pi over 3. Okay, why we need to do this once again is because for our ASTC domain of angles. It means from where to where do we want to consider it from. All right, the easier way to understand, I will go and explain it in terms of degree, okay, so that you all can understand. What is pi over 3? Pi over 3 is 60 degrees. Okay, negative pi over 3, negative 60 degrees to 5 over 3 pi, 300 degrees. Okay, 300 degrees. So you see here, the symbol also matters here. You see here, do we include negative 60? No, because there's no equal sign. Do we include 300? Yes. Okay, and also because it is plus minus, therefore we need to consider all four quadrants for your answer. Okay, so now I'm gonna draw it out. Your ASTC graph. I am gonna put all four quadrants and my alpha is equals to 60. So here, 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 and here. Okay, once again, all four quadrants because it is plus minus for the answer. Okay, now you look at it from negative 60 to 60. Okay, from negative 60 to 60. So if I were to start, okay, we just take the normal ASTC first, from 0 to 360 degrees. So this part here will be alpha, right? Okay, the answer will be A is alpha. This one, pi minus alpha, pi plus alpha, and then 2 pi minus alpha. Okay, this is based from 0 to 360 degrees. And if you realize here, okay, we can do mental calculation. If I consider in this angle here, this would be 60 degrees, right? Because of my alpha. Here, 180 minus 60, 120, 240, then 300 degrees. Okay, so why I explain in degrees, easier for me to understand. Okay, so here you write down 60 degrees. This will be 120 degrees. Over here will be 180 plus 60, 240 degrees. And here will be 300 degrees. Okay, look at all these number. Does it fit within this domain of angles or not? 60, 120, 240, 300. Yes, right? All of it fits, right? Except for 60. No, 60 is part of it. It's from negative 60 to 300. Positive 60 is still inside. Okay? Positive 60 is still inside. So that means these four angles, we will consider it will be the answer. Okay? So what happens if got negative? Okay, negative means I need to go in the clockwise direction like that. Okay? If I go in the clockwise direction, what will happen? All of this angle, I just need to minus 360 degrees to it because I'm going one round anti-clockwise. Clockwise direction. Okay? So you just take your calculator, okay, we don't need to keep writing down. You just take 60 minus 360 minus 300 degrees. Do we want? Don't want, right? Okay, because it is out of the domain. You go and do for all the value. 120 minus 360 minus 240. Yeah, I'll just write over here. This one minus 300 degrees. This one minus 240 degrees. This one will become minus 120 degrees and minus 60 degrees. Okay, all this red color one, okay, the red color one, take all the values, theta minus 360 degrees because I go one loop behind like that. Okay, any of these numbers here is within the domain, negative 60 to 300. Okay, this one, out, out, out. Minus 60, do we need to consider? Okay, minus 60. No equal sign, right? So actually, this one also out. So we only get 4 answers for my final answer. What if it's 2 round in the negative way? How many times must negative 360? Minus 720 lo? Minus 360, minus 360. Okay, everyone understand until here? Because this is the weird angle and 100% one question will come up. We will do all the Trigo question very soon already. If tangent is negative 80, what do you mean tangent is negative 80? What tangent? We are doing for sine over here. You mean this one become tangent? Tangent 180 got answer or not? You have to look at the graph. Tangent 180 will be 0. Answer will be 0. Okay, this is a different, that one is a separate question. It's a separate question. So what's the final answer? Okay, you tell me what's the final answer? Okay, so now we take all the values here. Okay, we only take these 60, 120, 240, and 300. We change it to radian first. Okay, so now this part here. So I change it back to 2x over 3 minus pi over 3 equals to pi over 3, 2 over 3 pi, 4 over 3 pi, and 5 over 3 pi. Okay, I only take these 4 answers. Okay, then now I want to make x as a subject. Okay, first thing, I move the minus pi over 3 first. So I plus pi over 3 to all the answer. So 2x over 3. This one you'll get 2 over 3 pi, 5 over 3 pi, and then 2 pi. Final one, you times 3 over 2 to all the values. X is pi, 3 over 2 pi, 5 over 2 pi, and 3 pi. You get 4 answers here. And you see, all the 4 answers will be within the domain of the question, 0 to 3 pi. You got it correct. Okay, awesome. Okay, we did so many of these already. Okay, but we'll do more. Okay, we'll do more until we master it. Okay, look at the entire working here. Any question or not? Okay, those who continue math in college, you will be doing this again. Okay, this part here you do over and over again. All right, so this is it. Okay, I'll send this paper to you all. And yeah, this is the end of October, November 2023, paper 1-3.